Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Pat Plays Pokemon. So, I actually had recorded this episode already, but something corrupted with the file and I lost it. So I'm starting over from, I believe, where I last left off. So hopefully there aren't any inconsistencies here. But we are going to go ahead and now that we have secured Dive, I'm pretty sure, right? Did we get that in the last episode or did we get it in the before? No, we have. Okay. So now that we have secured Dive, we will go ahead and fly over to Dewford Town, and we will go ahead and clear out this bottom section of the map. So there's only a couple things left we actually have to do in this game. So one of them is we are going to go ahead and clear out the Dewford Cave here. There's a rare candy at the end of it, and I would like that. As you guys saw from last episode, how important the rare candies actually are. Now, one thing I want to make abundantly clear is that I'm not necessarily doing this to try to succeed at any challenge or anything like that. I'm just trying to see, how much I can enjoy this game and bring you guys along for the journey. So that's why I'm just like kind of haphazardly going around. If I had actually planned this out, then I would have obviously been able to do something different here. So I don't know if you guys saw that, but I didn't really talk about it, but I went ahead and I moved Chester over. This is something I did in the episode that I recorded before, and I kind of walked through why I did that. I'm also teaching him Flash right now. And the reason is that, get rid of self-destruct. The reason is that going forward, I really don't have all that much in the way of necessarily issues, but having electric type gives me good coverage for water and flying, which will come in handy with Glacia, which is my biggest issue that I'm able to think of right now. Glacia is going to be a huge issue. I don't really see... There it is. I don't really see anyone else being a massive issue. I mean, if Steven were the champion in this game, then I might have some issues with that, but since he's not, I'm not too worried. There's the first one done, and we went ahead and failed immediately on the second one. That's really cool. Right. Oh crap. So this is the annoying part, and this is kind of training for Sky Pillar. You also kind of do this in what's it called? The Mirage Tower. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. So I got the Everstone here. That's just a quick, like what, 250 or something like that. So not super important, but might as well get it. And then I don't think we have an escape rope right now. We definitely need to buy some of those eventually because they will be coming handy. I actually did not want to go up this ladder. I want to go down here, grab this item, which is a repel, which probably will end up selling just to save on bag space, really. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, so Chester's going to kind of fulfill like a little bit of a hole on our team right now, which is fine. In Nuzlocke, you can't really be too picky as to like how diverse your team is set up and everything like that. So we're not even gonna really bother getting in. We'll get a sea encounter here and just catch it because I don't think I have a Pelipper or a Tentacool. So this is just our sea encounter for this route up here, simply because there's nothing. It's either Wailord, Tentacool, Pelipper, Magikarp, and like that's it, I'm pretty sure. So we're just not even gonna mess around with it. We'll just catch it. And the reason is that, realistically speaking, I don't really need any more water types. I mean, I have the best one that I can get at this point, which is Shabby. So we will be naming him. We'll be naming him. Well, it's a her actually. So we'll just name her Swank. Nope, that's an H. Alright. So Squoink, you've been transferred to the box. So this is a double battle, I'm pretty sure, right? Yep, that's Rayquaza that person was just talking about. Yeah, so this is a double battle here. I remember doing this last time, so it should be actually fairly easy. Everything over here is actually really easy because they're all leveled up to about Gym 5, and we're at Gym almost 8 at this point. So, really not a problem. I think I could just whack, right? Yeah, I'll just hit him with strength, and that should probably take him down. No problem. Alright. Yep, so easy, like I said. So, nothing to really worry about here. And we're also, yeah, got the EXP share on Weed here, because we want Weed to get up a couple of levels, because Weed will be pretty useful against Wallace and Juan. So, not that I'm too concerned about either one of them, considering my team comp right now. But, you know, it's always good to have backups. I guess, like, Wish Cash specifically is a little bit of an issue, but even then I can just kind of brute force my way through that regardless. But it's nice to not have to, I guess. It gives me other options against Glacia. Not really, but kind of, I guess. And Sydney, who, you know, I don't have any issues with anyway, so. Yeah, not too worried. I mean, my team's actually pretty decked out. I mean, Ziggy is just such a great kind of keystone for the team that I really don't have anything I need to worry about when it comes to coverage. Can't remember if I'm planning on teaching him Ice Beam. I might. I don't know. I might teach it to somebody else. I might just hold on to it for now, because, and the reason I'm saying that is because I'm gonna get Ice Beam. That's the whole point of going here, is to actually get Ice Beam. You have to get the storage key, I'm pretty sure, and then that gives you access to it. And it's a really good TM. So, alright. Thunderbolt. I mean, this is just Thunderbolt, everything that all of these trainers have, so. Yeah. I mean, if you're having trouble, like, so basically this route, if you're having trouble with the 6th gym or the 7th gym, and you've run out of places to EXP train, which, as you guys probably know, there's just an overabundance of EXP, then this route's actually not that bad to go to. I mean, it's relatively easy to clear through. Most people have unevolved Pokemon. They can get one-shot by anything with any electric-type move. You should have cleared out New Maulville and gotten Thunderbolt by this time. And even there, you can just go grab yourself an electric-type, which is going to be useful against the 6th gym anyway, and the 8th, and the champion at this point. So, like, you might as well grab an electric-type. Oh, it's happening again. Have a little bit of technical issues. Alright, we are back. Yeah, so I don't know what that was. We had some weird technical errors there. But we are now back. And this is kind of the same thing that happened last time. That's when I lost all my sound, so if that happens again, we'll pause as well. But for right now, we're just going to continue on. Alright, so this is another double battle. This should be another fairly easy one. Honestly, of these two, the one I'm more worried about is Staryu, because Scolding's just absolutely terrible, but I'm not particularly worried about either of them. Like, Goldeen and Seaking are objectively the worst water types in this whole game. I don't think that there's a single other, like, water type that is fully evolved that is worse than the Goldeen and Seaking line. They have terrible movesets, they have terrible stats. They're just all around really bad, and they're horrible to look at. So I really don't see any benefits to them, period. But anyway, moving right along. These people were fairly easily. I love how she's a swimmer and he's a triathlete. That's so weird. Hello, Ethan. Yeah, no wonder you lost. You lost to me because you're bad. Just don't really care about the rest of them. I get pittance XP at this point. Another tentacle. Oh, it's still 26. Might as well take it out, right? Yeah, it'll be at least like 200 XP or something like that. Alright, yeah. Then we're getting to the point of the game where, like, really, I want to say probably like 70 to 80 to maybe even 90% of the Pokedex has already been introduced in the wild, so like you kind of have access to basically everything at this point. And there's just a lot of repeats in these last couple routes. That's why generally like the late game in Pokemon Emerald for Nuzlocke is not as important as the early game when it comes to like your actual encounters, because a lot of your encounters in the early game can kind of determine really how useful, you know, the late game Pokemon are to be. Because the late game Pokemon are just like encounters of, you know, Wilmer, Carvanha, like Tentacool, Pelipper, whatever. And their usefulness also diminishes very quickly at that point in the game because so many other trainers have those exact Pokemon. Like early in the game, if you, you know what, actually we're gonna overheat. If you, had a Pelipper, or if you had a Wingull, right? It is very useful against the first gym, the second gym, the third gym, or no, the first gym, the second gym, the fourth gym, and then from then on, it's your flyer and your surfer, so it still has utility. At this point in the game, if I get a Pelipper, it's not useful against anything, outside of like some of Sydney's Pokemon or whatever, right? And I already have a flyer and a surfer, more likely than not. I mean, there's like multiple other flyers. I've gone through a whole bunch of them. You know, Crobat, Altaria, Talo, so on and so forth. And there's also a bunch of great surfers. I mean, Ziggy's a better surfer than Pelipper is. It has more utility. So, realistically speaking, you just see this massive loss when it comes to actual value for particularly these common water types. Now, Spheal is still very useful because it's an ice type. It's a water ice type. So it's good against Drake specifically, which is really nice because there's, I think in this game there's only like 5 Pokemon. 5, well technically 6, but 5 accessible Pokemon that aren't legendaries that are super effective against Drake. So, you know, like getting something that is incredibly powerful. So, but I mean that's just my rant there about the late game Pokemon. I know there are 2 areas in the late game that, well, there's technically 3, right? That are still useful. So there's the underwater, where you can get Lantern, which is actually pretty good, and that's what I'm going for. And then there's Victory Road, and then there's crap, what's it called? The Sky Pillar, right? And in Sky Pillar you can get a lot of really pretty cool stuff. I mean, Claydol's there, so that's always a good sign. Claydol's a very strong Pokemon. The Psychic Ground type really is really good. I mean, we saw how strong it was in the Tate and Liza fight. I mean, had I not played that fight almost perfectly, it would have probably swept my whole team. It can one-shot Ziggy even when Ziggy's like 3 levels above it. Not that Ziggy's necessarily a, you know, paragon of defense or anything like that, but being able to just take out an overleveled Pokemon with ease that you're not super effective against is, you know, something to not ignore when you're considering that. It's certainly a good ground type. It also, if you're doing like a mono run, it gives ground types and psychic types pretty decent coverage that they otherwise wouldn't have, so pretty good there. But yeah, all of these people, like I said, these are all geared towards gym level 5, so they're all going to be pretty negligible when I'm actually facing them. So considering that, I might just want to switch in Spirit here and get Spirit some EXP. Yeah, I think I'll do that because we have 3 level 44s, level 45, 33, 30, and 35. So it's not like our team is like at it where it was before, where it was just really bad. I mean, having just the giant disparity we used to have, where we had like 2 level 44s or level 30 somethings, right? I don't really remember what it was, like 37, 30 something, in Altaria and Lemon, and then we lose Altaria to some BS. Then we just have Lemon left, and then we have a bunch of like 20s, you know, for like the 7th gym. That's never gonna work. Okay, so I need. Which one is it? Is it this one? Okay, this one. So this is actually a really fun puzzle, and I wish that they did this more in like later games. Is that each one of these rooms, whenever you enter this room, the the key on the ground glitters, and it actually gets harder as you go on until it gets to the point where, yeah, it's this one, but I think it's this one, right? Which key did we get? I have no idea. We got room 1 key, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. Let's go again. Yeah, this is just a really fun puzzle. I very much enjoy this. So it's either I think it's this one is actually the one. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, no, this is just a really fun puzzle, and I very much enjoy it. Rain Dance is actually very useful if you're doing a Zigzagoon only run in Generation 6 version of this game. So, but I won't bore you with the details of that one, but it is quite fun. It's in the trash can. Yeah. Okay. The reason for that, the reason for why the Generation 6 you need Rain Dance, right? Is Glacia has hail, okay, on her starting Glalie in that game. Even at level 100, your Zigzagoon more likely than not will I think it's the one down here, is it? Yeah, there it is. Will go down to a hail boosted blizzard. Okay. Even with, well, you need to actually have special attack EVs, but even if you were particularly tanky, you weren't able to do anything. Okay. So what you have to do is you actually have to Rain Dance following their hails. You have to Rain Dance basically turn 1 or turn 2. And that way you blank the hail, and then you can hit him with the surf, and then you just kind of do that, and you kind of have this little tango going. At the same time, you can also have Thunderbolt or Thunder. And Generation 6, no, we do not. In Generation 6, you actually can reuse TMs. So, like what I did this just off camera and everything like that. But what I did was I would just reteach all the TMs that I needed outside of Surf to my Zigzagoon, and then I would go ahead and clear out whoever it was at that point that needed it. So, which was fun. It was actually a really fun run, and it took a lot of brain power and a lot of planning to figure out. I really don't think it's empty looking at this guy. I'll be completely honest. But yeah, I do love those runs. So if you want to see any kind of those, just let me know. Right now we're just kind of exploring. Dive Ball, always good to get. Dive Ball's like when I was young, I didn't realize this, but Dive Ball works specifically on when you're underwater, not just like water type Pokemon that you like use a Super Rod for or whatever. Of course, this is a little bit strange here. There's just some old dude and a small girl on a Sunken ship by themselves. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really have much to say beyond that. I'm sure you can figure it out. Let's see. Does Brava have Levitate? Yes. Okay. We will be using Earthquake here then. So we will Dragon Breath that person, then Earthquake, and that should take out both of them then. Because I'm imagining Sandslash is going to be a little bit tankier than Meryl. But I could be incorrect. I don't know why you would Water Gun the Spirit and not the Lemon here. Well, I guess because Lemon's paralyzed. Very cool, Kanye. Alright, let's go ahead and Paralyze Seal and then hit him with the Earthquake. Where is it? There you go. I was about to say, like, what? And then I was like, oh, yeah, my guy's got Levitate. I forgot about that. Alright, there goes Sandslash and Meryl, please. Awesome. Love to see it. Okay. Perfect. A lot of EXP there, which is also really nice. And we're trying to get a little bit of EXP on Spirit here. We want to get Spirit caught up. It's got high attack. It's got decent stats. It just doesn't have anything that's got a beneficial matchup to. And I mean, Lemon's as high as it was because it was like our only usable Pokemon for like a couple episodes. Yeah, we might as well battle these guys because we got the Levitate Earthquake combo. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm just trying to think, is it worth my time right? To get like 300 bucks and like 12 XP. Oh, these are the 2 bugs. Okay. Alright, well, let's hit him with the Dragon Breath. I mean, I don't know if it really matters. I don't know which one has higher defenses. But I'll just hit that one, I guess. And then we'll just go for Earthquake here. It kind of sucks that Dragon's a special type in this game. It should be physical. Because everything that uses Dragon as like an actual like offensive move is a physical attacker. Is Ground not very effective against Bug? I guess not. I didn't know that. Regardless, I mean, Lemon's just a house, so no problems there. Alright. Pretty easy. I don't understand that. I piss you off, so now you want to be my friend? Okay, very cool, Kanye. Alright, and we're just gonna... And this kind of finishes it off here. We get the scanner. What is this thing? This isn't... this is an escape rope, isn't it? Or storage key. Okay. So storage key unlocks storage room, which has Ice Beam in it. And we give this person the scanner. He tells me to deliver it to Captain Stern, which I don't think we're going to do because it gives us, I think, like the deep sea scale or something like that, which we do not care about. Ignore that kid. He's got like nothing that I care about, so. Alright. Go in here, grab Ice Beam, and that's what we came here for. That was like the entire purpose of this whole journey, was to get Ice Beam. But I do like that they have this here. This is actually a pretty cool, like, little dungeon. All things considered. So let's get out. Alright. Well, we're going to end it there. You know, I think this was a pretty good episode. We definitely cleared through really 2 areas, and now we're ready to go underwater, find a Kyogre, and go to Stopless and take on basically the end game. So, if you guys like this series, please do like and subscribe down below. I appreciate all of the comments and all the support for the channel lately, and have a great rest of your guys' day.